And as we've been reporting on this investigation, we've also been showing you an exclusive image. The image of a man in a white T-shirt that is being subdued by a number of passengers on board this Northwest flight. Let's take a look at that image right now, right here, because apparently we have one of the passengers on the phone with us now, who's joining us actually from Miami, who was apparently either one of those who actually helped take the image or perhaps helped subdue the passenger, the suspect, Umar Farouk Abdul Muttalab. The suspect, Jasper Schuringa, is with us now from Miami. So, Jasper, you clarify it for me. Oh, okay. Well, he's there alive now in Miami. Did you help take the image, or did you also help subdue the suspect? Which is it?
Well, basically, you know, like I reacted on the bang, and then suddenly, like there was smoke piling up in the cabin, and so people were screaming, "Fire! Fire!" And the first thing we like we all did is to check where the fire was. So and then I saw the suspect, and he was just trembling on the seat. And
so how many rows back were you, or?
Sorry?
How many rows back were you? Were behind the suspect when the smoke?
No, I was on the right side of the plane, and the suspect was on the left. So there were quite some seats in between. So when I saw that the suspect, he was getting on fire, and you know, I freaked, of course, and without any hesitation, I just jumped over all the seats, and I just jumped to the suspect, and because I was thinking, oh, you know, like he's trying to blow up the plane. And so you know, I was trying to search his body for, you know, any explosives, and then I took some kind of object that was already melting and smoking out of him, and I tried to put out the fire. And then when I did that, I was also restraining the suspect, and then the fire started beneath his seat. So with my hands and everything, you can see it's a little burned out. I put out the fire, and then other passengers helped me as well. And of course, I was screaming for water, because we really had to. You know, a fire in the plane is not that good, of course. And but then the fire was actually getting a little worse, because what I did, it didn't extinguish the fire. So I grabbed the suspect out of the seat, because if he was wearing any more explosives, you know, it would be very dangerous, because he was almost on fire. And when I grabbed him from the seat, the cabin crew came, and they came with fire extinguishers, and they got clear of all the flames. And just to be sure, I grabbed him with another attendant, and we took him to first class. And there we stripped him and contained him with handcuffs, and we made sure he had no more weapons, no more bombs on him.
And so, Jasper, when you saw, you talk about how something underneath the seat was on fire. Was something on fire on him, or did it appear to be the seat that he, you know, may have set on fire, and then as a result he also burned as well?
Well, he put something on fire that was hitting in his pants, and apparently he was dripping. So, and I think it, like, you know, the liquid or anything like that, it dripped down on the floor, and two pillows got ignited, and but it went really very quick, and like we're all just reacting to the fire, and everybody was panicking. So
now tell me about him. Was he fighting you? Was he struggling? Did he just seem to, upon discovery, just kind of let it go, and you all were able to?
No, he was just very calm. Well, he was shaking though, but he didn't resist anything, and he was just sitting there. And he looked like a normal guy as well, but you know, it was just hard to believe that, you know, he was actually going to trying to blow up this plane.
Was there anything about him prior to that incident that ever made you look at him? Did you suspect anything? Did anything catch your attention about him?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. So it was a big surprise, and when we heard the first explosion, people were just like looking around, like, you know, okay, this is not good, what's going on? And then the first person shouted fire, and then like I got to my sense, I know, okay, this is wrong. So I tried to.
So some of the passengers described it as hearing like a pop. What did you hear just prior to the smoke and the fire?
Yeah, well, first it was a pop, and then like about 30 seconds later, the smoke started to fill up on the left side beneath this person. And from that on, we just jumped and tried to save the plane. And we did, luckily. So yeah.
Well, it sounds like you had an incredible, response there, very quick. You think about international flights. Oftentimes, when you get close to that descent, somewhere within that last hour on a transatlantic flight, many people have been sleeping. You're a little groggy. When you heard the pop, when you heard people talking about the smoke, how quick was it to actually react, or was there a moment where you said, it really must be nothing?
No, I basically reacted directly. I didn't think. And when you hear a pop in the plane, you're awake. Trust me. Yeah. So I just jumped. I didn't think, and I just went over there and tried to save the plane. And I guess. Yeah.
How many people were trying to hold him down along with you? How many people were reacting?
Well, there were people standing around because the person next to the suspect, he was he freaked out because he stood up because there was a fire. I think there are a lot of people were trying to help later on, and we had a very brave flight attendants that also helped. So thank you for those people. They are also heroes, and and together we maintained the suspect, and we got a safe landing.
Were there any words? Was there any yelling, any screaming?
No, yeah, well, the whole plane was screaming, and but the suspect he didn't say a word, nothing like that.
Never said a word, not prior, not during, not even once you all have subdued him and you were holding him, waiting for authorities.
Well, we were holding, but he wasn't struggling. He wasn't saying a word, nothing. He was just ablaze, I guess. Yeah.
Do you feel like his reaction was just sort of feeling defenseless or relief? How would you read what you saw in him?
Well, he was he was in trance, and he was very afraid. I don't know, but I don't really want to talk about that. Yeah.
Was he traveling with anybody? Could you tell?
Sorry?
Could you tell whether he was traveling with anyone or alone?
Again, sorry, I didn't hear you correctly.
Could you tell whether he had anyone that was traveling with him, the person sitting next to him, stranger?
As far as I can tell, he was traveling alone. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you
Tell
very
me
much.
about your injury real quick, Jasper. You held up your hand. You got burned while trying to put that fire out.
Okay. No, well, I burned my hands because obviously I was trying to put out the fire and the object I was holding. So it was on fire a little bit, and I had to damp it, and then with my other hands, I had to damp the fire because it was growing, and a fire in a plane is not good.
And Jasper, you're now in Miami. The flight landed in Detroit.
Yes.
Is this your final destination? Or are you visiting friends? You live here in the States now?
No, I'm actually visiting friends. I used to live here a long time ago, but I'm on vacation and try to do that as well now. So.
And Holland is home for you?
Yeah. Sorry?
And Holland is home for you?
Yeah, yes. Sorry, I didn't get that. But again, sorry, I don't...
Were you traveling from Amsterdam, from Holland, because that's home for you, and now you're visiting the States?
Exactly.
To be with friends and family?
I live in Amsterdam, and I traveled to Miami for a vacation. And that's it, actually.
And what a trip to remember. All right, Jasper Schuringa, thanks so much.
Thank you.